In the real world, information rarely arrives neatly packaged. You often start with a swirling vortex of disorganized names, dates, and priorities. Sorting is the mechanism we use to bring order to that chaos. It tells the software to line up your information in a meaningful sequence, making it immediately easier to read and process. The top section of this flowchart breaks down handling data. Organize it into a logical sequence, analyze the simplified dataset, and interpret those insights. Excel uses 4 logic patterns, shown across the bottom. Arrange data alphabetically, numerically, chronologically, or by custom priority. By applying these frameworks, you let the machine handle the heavy lifting of pattern recognition, freeing up your brain to actually use the data. The simplest way to organize information is Level 1 sorting, which evaluates just one column at a time. It works perfectly for basic student rosters or isolated product lists. In this graphic, you see a basic list of names in a single column. To sort, just click any cell inside that column, then navigate to the Data tab on the ribbon and click the Quick Sort A to Z button. Excel instantly alphabetizes the list. It leaves the actual values intact. It simply changes the display sequence so you can find a specific entry quickly. Single column sorting gives you a clean result in 2 clicks. But as you add more columns and detail to your tables, that single variable won't be enough. When you expand to richer data sets, say a table containing names, ages, and cities, you run into data collisions. If 2 people are exactly 24 years old, a primary sort by age leaves those 2 specific rows jumbled. This main sort dialog box shows how we solve that problem. On the bottom right, the primary rule is set to evaluate the entire table numerically by age. To fix overlaps, we need a tiebreaker. Built this by clicking Add Level, which creates a Then By row. By setting this secondary rule to sort alphabetically by city, Excel organizes by age first, only falling back to city to break a tie. This multi-level approach acts as a precise filtration system. It keeps massive tables perfectly organized, row by row, no matter how much your data overlaps. Sometimes standard alphabetic logic produces the wrong result. If you track project priorities as high, medium, and low, sorting A to Z places high first, low second, and medium at the very bottom. This brings us to Level 3. Look closely at the drop-down menu in this sort window. At the very bottom is an option called Custom List, which lets you override the standard alphabet entirely. This panel on the right shows exactly how to define it. You manually type your desired sequence: high, press Enter; medium, press Enter, then low, and save it directly to the system's memory. Once saved, you can see in the Order dropdown that your specific high, medium, low sequence is active and ready to be applied to your dataset. By building a custom list, you stop relying on what the algorithm assumes is best, and you start hard-coding your own specific business rules into the software. This comparison matrix brings all 3 methods together into one strategic playbook. You use the single column sort for speed on simple lists, the multi-level sort to break ties in overlapping datasets, and the custom sort when you need to dictate an exact non-alphabetical sequence. When you know how and when to apply these 3 tools, you won't ever look at a raw spreadsheet and feel overwhelmed. You have the exact skills needed to structure that raw material into clear, actionable intelligence.